Okay, hello everyone. I am starting to square off my blocks a little bit here, and my floor squeaks in my living room, so you might hear that. So here's a block. It's not square. I'm going to make it square. So I want to get at least one edge square, and because it's so wonky, I'm just going to use the line of this fabric right here as a guide on my ruler. So I'm going to line up like at a 3/4 of an inch mark, and I'm going to move over, keeping that straight till I'm on an edge, and then I can go ahead and trim that. Now I know I've got a straight edge here. So I'm going to line that up on this edge over here, and I'm going to go ahead and get this one straight. And I'm using my grid lines on my cutting mat as well as my ruler to get a straight line. So there we go. Go ahead and trim that off. So now I have two straight edges. So I'm going to line up one with one of the grid lines on my cutting board here, and I'm going to keep moving over until I can get an even straight edge. So I'm lined up. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. So now I have three edges that are straight. So now I'm going to line up this edge and a bottom edge on my grid lines. Already did that one, I'm sorry. So line it up on the bottom, line it up on this edge. Now I can come along and I can make this straight. Again, use your grid lines on your mat and your ruler. Find a place where you can cut through everything. And keep it lined up. So now I'm going to take a measurement of this. So it looks like I'm at 7.5 that direction. This direction will be longer. This is 9 inches. So I need to add a piece. We'll add a piece on this edge here. I have different lengths of material. Let me move this out of the way. I have different lengths of material here. And some of them are not straight, so I'm going to straighten this one out a little bit. Okay, so that's going to give me a somewhat straight piece. That'll fit on there. We're just going to pin that, and I'll have to sew that. I will have to add more on here, but this is the process. This is how I get some of these squared up. Let's look at another one. Here's one. Pretty crooked. This looks like almost a straight edge here. I'm going to just straighten it up a little bit, and we'll use that as our straight edge. Now I really don't have anything to go off on this, so I'm just going to eyeball it just so I can get a straight edge of some kind. And I think I'm going to use this top edge because see how small this piece is? And I have a lot more room to compensate on this edge. So we're going to make that kind of our top straight edge. Just a guide. Now this one is really crooked. Really, really crooked. So I'm going to probably have to add a good piece of material to get this one a little more square. And that happens. So let's take a measurement. This is 8 1/4 going this direction. And I'm going to take the largest portion of this one, and that's a little over 9 1/4. A little over 9 3/8. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add something onto this one here. I'm going to use a big piece of this. So I'm just going to lay that on there. And I'm just going to do a quick cut. And I can use this to straighten that out. It's a big enough piece. And then of course I'll have to come back and do an edge here because that's going to throw off all the dimensions.